Again, 22nd July 2008. That's our hotel there. It's the Radisson SAS. I just want to walk with you for a minute. Let you see the sights as they unfold. Again, it's early in the morning, so not a lot of partying going on right now. But I'll just give you a general flavor. We have to leave early today, so not going to be any time for this evening. But as you can see, there was a green tram. Of course, it's run on electric. And here's a yellow tram. And again, one of them goes a little bit further out from the city center than the other one. And they have ski racks and bike racks on it and places for handicap and so on. But this is right around the corner from the hotel. There's a movie theater there. A little light drizzle starting this morning, but it'll probably clear up here shortly. But on all these back streets, there's several places that tonight people will be eating out, maybe a little bit later for a late breakfast. McDonald's doesn't open till 10 in the morning. And this place is actually open for business. It says Frühstück Buffet, which means obviously breakfast buffet. Little parfumery here. You can hear the church bells in the background. They're striking 8 o'clock in the morning. How about that? See, that didn't even need the watch. There's Cindy's Diner. This particular street here is lined with restaurants. There's several good ones. Actually, they're all pretty good. Grocery store. Let me walk over this way. Person coming in, it's a little espresso shop. Interesting watching some of the bike riders this morning. By the way, here's another movie theater. And even with the light drizzle, you could see a gentleman all dressed up in his business suit with a big orange rain protecting cover over him to keep the rain off. I thought I was passing a real estate office. I was going to get some prices. Starbucks is opening up. I did see one because I came through here earlier, but now I don't know where it is. I just wanted to bring you up to the square here. Here's an Irish pub. It's called, it's Mr. Pickwick. Okay. It says live sports, English, and Irish beers. Welcome to the pub. They're going to have a Tri-Nations rugby. The next live game is between Australia and New Zealand on Saturday, July 26th. And by the way, the game doesn't start at noon. It starts at 12:05. Foot Locker bookstore. But again, you get the idea of being in a town that you can actually live in. Fnac is a large electronics type department store. But again, it's located downtown on a little side street. There are no strip malls. There's a Mr. Wong clothing store. Quite different fashions. Kind of like it. Kind of retro. Here's a little square in the city, and where people are getting on trams going in all different directions. That's the tourist bureau over there, and the city casino, Stadt Casino. McDonald's, yes, even here. You can see the people waiting for their trams, and it's interesting to note that, you know, they have the schedule. It's updating. It's right there. I'm trying to shoot right at it. And it updates the tram number, where it's going, and how long you have to wait for it to arrive. And each one of these little signs has an antenna on it. And so it's all controlled electronically, and radio waves and so on. You can see some of the facade on this building over here. I don't quite understand the whole thing. You may or may not be able to make out some of the facades over here. But I suspect that this house that the McDonald's is built in underneath, I mean, you know, again, at least a couple hundred years old, at least. But this other facade over here is all decorated rather colorfully. Anyway, so a little bit idea. The square will be humming later today. And you can go almost in any direction. I don't quite get this. It looks like something Jimi Hendrix or something up there design. But later on today, everybody will be out having lunch, whatever. Here's your bicycle parking. There are a couple interesting things here. None of them are chained to the ground. This one happens to be chained to a pole. Maybe he had a bad experience. Some of them are chained together. But there doesn't seem to be a big fear of theft or anything like that. Let me just walk around the corner. Here's another clothing store. This is all within about 60 seconds of the hotel. Just wanted to give you some idea of people going to work. And then you'll find a church that, you know, probably 1,000 years old. And again, this is outdoor sports or outdoor clothing. It's Jack Wolfskin. But again, as you notice, all these stores that you would do your shopping in, some of them are like a franchise, but many of them are local. They all exist in the city center. So whatever you need done, you can live here and exist. Here's a woman's clothing store. It looks like not an upscale, the opposite of an upscale. But ooh, I see a Waffle House down here. Not a Waffle House that we would know. Over here, they're called well, they're called waffles, I guess. Okay, there's a music shop. Keyboards, digital pianos. That's Stoffler Music. And people going to work in the morning. And another tram stop. Of course, it's protected from the rain. And give you some idea what the city looks like. You can see the layout of the city. Of course, it shows where you are. And it looks like the yellow lines go further out. The city's broken up into zones. You can see where the river comes down and bends around and separates pretty much like an east and west part of the town. And then here you'd find out where your destination is, and then punch in the number and it charge you your fare and hop on. Okay. We'll head back to the hotel. Time to catch up for some of the sleep I missed last night.